We're all told we're living in the future, but let's be honest. Look at your desk. It's probably a disaster of tangled cables, and that drawer full of so-called smart devices is likely just a graveyard for gadgets that were cool for about a week. But what if I told you the real future is already here? You just have to know where to find it. After personally testing thousands of gadgets, I've found the 10 that genuinely feel like they've been beamed back from 2050. These aren't just novelties. They have completely changed my home and my daily routine, and you'll want to stick with me to the end, because the number one gadget on this list is something I truly believe will be in every single home within the next 5 years. Section 1. Gadget number 10. Air-Up Steel Water Bottle. Coming in at number 10 is a gadget that hacks a basic human need, hydration, with a brilliant and kind of bizarre trick of neuroscience. The problem is simple. We all know we should drink more water, but for a lot of us it's just boring. So we reach for sugary sodas or artificial juices, which totally defeats the purpose of being healthy. We buy those flavor powders and drops, often packed with weird chemicals, all just to get a little taste. The Air-Up Steel Water Bottle offers a solution that feels like it was ripped straight out of a sci-fi movie. Here's the core idea. You're not actually drinking flavored water. Your brain just thinks you are. It's a masterclass in sensory deception. The system uses something called the retronasal effect, which is just a fancy way of saying it flavors your water with scent. You fill the sturdy double-walled steel bottle with plain old tap water. Then you pop a little flavor pod onto the mouthpiece. These pods are infused with natural aromas, from lemon and cucumber to crazier combos like watermelon. When you drink through the straw, you're pulling in this scented air along with the water. Those aroma molecules hit your brain's smell center, and because smell and taste are so connected, your brain registers it as flavor. The result? You get the whole experience of drinking flavored water, but your body is only getting pure H2O. Zero sugar, 0 calories, 0 additives. After using this for a few weeks, the experience is still genuinely mind-bending. That first sip is a moment of pure disbelief. Your taste buds say, this is just water, but your brain is screaming peach iced tea. The flavor is subtle, not overpowering like a lot of diet drinks, which makes it super refreshing and actually makes you want to keep sipping. I found my own water intake. Section 2. Gadget number 9. SolarWave Skincare Wand. At number 9, we're moving from what you put in your body to how you take care of its outside with a device that puts a high-tech dermatology spa right in your bathroom. The issue is that good advanced skincare has always felt like a luxury. It's expensive, it's confusing, and it takes a lot of time. You can spend a fortune on creams and professional treatments that promise the moon and deliver very little, leaving you with a cabinet full of half-used bottles. The SolarWave Wand, formerly TheraWave, is the answer, packing multiple proven skincare technologies into one sleek little wand you can use for a few minutes a day. Now, this is not just another vibrating face massager. The SolarWave is a 4-in-1 tool that combines red light therapy, galvanic current, therapeutic warmth, and facial massage. Let's break that down. Red light therapy at a specific wavelength is clinically studied for its ability to get deep into the skin to promote firmness and help smooth out fine lines. Next, it uses a low-level galvanic current, a type of microcurrent that helps your skin better absorb serums and moisturizers, making the products you already paid for work harder. Third, the wand head warms up, which feels amazing and helps reduce puffiness. And finally, the gentle vibrations give you a facial massage that helps your skin feel energized. Using the SolarWave feels like a little meditation session. You glide it over your skin after applying serum, and the combination of the warmth, the vibrations, and the glowing red light feels like a legitimate spa treatment. The 2050 part of this gadget is how efficient and accessible it is. It takes these complex, expensive technologies that used to be stuck in clinics and puts them into a device the size of a pen. It's the democratization of advanced skincare, and it promises to change your daily routine by making it smarter, more effective, and way more futuristic. Imaginable, and turns it into a work of art. The problem is that for decades, toast has just been toast. We shove a slice of bread into a hot metal box and get back a dry, crunchy, and often burnt piece of bread. We've accepted this mediocrity for so long we've forgotten how good toast can actually be. We do the same thing to leftover pizza or pastries, turning them into sad, dried-out versions of their former selves. The Balmuta is a Japanese-engineered marvel that basically says, no more bad toast. The secret to the Balmuta's magic is one simple, brilliant ingredient: steam. Before you start toasting, you use this tiny measuring cup. It seriously looks like it belongs in a dollhouse, to pour 5 cubic centimeters of water into a slot on top. When you turn the dial to one of its special modes, like artisan bread, pizza, or pastry, the oven instantly heats up, and that little bit of water turns into a thin layer of steam. This steam coats the bread, locking in its natural moisture while only lightly toasting the surface. Then, right at the end, the toaster cranks up the heat to give you a perfectly crisp golden brown exterior. This whole process results in a slice of toast with a delicate crispy shell, but an inside that is still unbelievably soft and moist. The first time you eat toast from the Balmuda, it's a game changer. It's the difference between a blurry photo and a 4K masterpiece. Day-old croissants that would turn to dust in a normal toaster are reborn. Crispy on the outside, warm and soft inside. A sad slice of leftover pizza is brought back to life with a crisp crust and perfectly melted cheese. On top of all that, the design is beautiful and minimalist, unlike the clunky junk that usually clutters our counters. Yes, it's an expensive machine for a simple task, but that's what makes it feel so futuristic. It's a gadget built on the idea that even the smallest parts of our day deserve to be perfected with incredible technology. Section 4. Gadget number 7, Ember Mug Squared. Coming in at number 7 is a device that solves a problem so universal, most of us just assume it's a fact of life. You know the drill. You make that perfect cup of coffee or tea. The first sip is absolute bliss, the ideal temperature. But then life happens. You get a call, you get sucked into work, you get distracted. When you finally get back to your mug, your perfect drink is now a sad, lukewarm puddle. You're left with a choice: chug it unhappily, top it off with hot coffee and ruin the flavor, or take the walk of shame to the microwave, which turns it into a scalding, bitter mess. The Ember Mug Squared is the elegant, high-tech solution to this daily tragedy. The Ember is, at its heart, a temperature-controlled smart mug. It's not just a thermos. It's an active heating system. You use the app on your phone to set your ideal drinking temperature, down to the exact degree. From that moment on, a network of sensors and a built-in heater work to keep your drink at that precise temperature. If it's too hot, the mug lets it cool down. If it starts to get too cold, the heater kicks in. The result is that your drink stays perfect from the first sip to the last, whether that takes you 10 minutes or 2 hours. Using the Ember is a quiet little luxury. There's no more rushing to finish your drink. You can just relax and sip at your own pace, knowing every mouthful will be as good as the first. The mug itself has a premium feel, with a tough ceramic coating that fills just like a normal mug. The charging coaster is sleek, and the mug's internal battery will keep your drink hot for over an hour and a half on its own. It might seem like an over-engineered solution to a small problem, but that's the genius of it. It seamlessly removes a tiny constant annoyance from your day. This focus on perfecting the details with sophisticated tech is what makes the Ember mug feel like it was sent back from the year 2050. Section 5. Gadget number 6, Smart Trash Can. At number 6, we're dealing with a household chore that is gross, unhygienic, and has basically gone unchanged for a century: taking out the trash. The problem is just everything about it. Trash can lids are disgusting. You have to touch them. Getting the bag to fit right is a pain, and it always slips down inside. Then it rips when you try to take it out. For decades, the trash can has been a disgusting but necessary object in our homes. But what if it could be smart, clean, and totally hands-free? That's where the modern smart trash can comes in. Models from brands like Simple Human and iTouchless are completely changing the game. The defining feature is the hands-free sensor that opens the lid automatically when you wave your hand over it, so you never have to touch a germy surface again. Some high-end models even have voice commands. But it doesn't stop there. Many have fingerprint-proof finishes, so they always look clean. Inside you'll find liner pockets that dispense a new bag for you, and systems that hold the bag in place so it never slips. Some even include odor filters to neutralize smells. The most advanced ones will even seal the full bag for you and then automatically position a new one. Living with a smart trash can is one of those upgrades you don't think you need until you have one, and then you can't imagine going back. It's a game changer. Hands full of cooking scraps, just wave them over the lid. No more loud slamming, just a quiet, soft, close lid. It transforms the trash can from a gross container into an active, intelligent part of your home. This is a perfect example of what futuristic tech is all about. Not just flying cars, but identifying the most annoying parts of our day and engineering them out of existence. Before we crack into our top 5, if you're enjoying this look into the future of tech, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out and guarantees you won't miss what's next. Alright, let's get to the top half of the list. Section 6. Gadget number 5. Apple AirPods Pro. Kicking off the top 5 is a gadget that's become so common, it's easy to forget just how ridiculously futuristic it really is. The problem it solved was the tyranny of the wire. For decades, we were literally tethered to our devices. We all lived through the daily ritual of entangling headphone cords, the pure rage of snagging a wire on a doorknob and having the earbuds ripped from your head, and the awkwardness of not being able to listen to music while your phone was charging. Sure, wireless headphones existed, but they were mostly bulky, unreliable, and sounded terrible. We needed something that wasn't just wireless but invisible. And then Apple gave us the AirPods Pro. They took the idea of true wireless earbuds and polished it to near perfection. The core experience is pure magic. You flip open the case and they just instantly connect to your phone. You put them in, they just work. But the Pro model added features that felt like a true leap into the future. First is the world-class active noise cancellation. With a little squeeze of the stem, the chaos of the outside world, the roar of a subway, the drone of a plane, the chatter of a coffee shop, just melts away. It's like having a superpower for focus. Then there's adaptive transparency mode, which does the exact opposite. It lets the outside world in, but intelligently reduces loud noises in real time. So a passing ambulance or construction noise gets automatically dampened, but you can still have a conversation without taking the buds out. But the most mind-blowing feature is personalized spatial audio. When you're watching a movie, the sound isn't just in your ears. It feels like it's coming from your screen and all around you. As you turn your head, the sound stays anchored in place, creating an insane theater-like experience in your head. The AirPods Pro are a masterclass in user experience, and they've totally changed how we interact with sound, making them a true staple of 2050 living today. Section 7. Gadget number 4. Oral-B Series 10 Toothbrush. At number 4, we're back in the bathroom with a gadget that turns a boring chore into a personalized, data-driven health ritual. The problem with brushing our teeth has always been the guesswork. Are we brushing too hard? Are we missing spots? Are we even doing it long enough? For most of our lives, we've just been winging it, hoping for the best when we see our dentist. Electric toothbrushes were a nice step up, but they were still flying blind. The Oral-B Series 10 is what happens when you give a toothbrush an AI brain and real-time feedback. This thing is less of a brush and more of a personal dental hygienist that lives on your counter. The first thing you notice is the frictionless magnetic drive system, which makes it powerful but surprisingly quiet. It also adds micro-vibrations to the rotating brush head for a deeper clean. But the real magic is in the smarts. The brush has a color display that greets you and lets you pick from 7 cleaning modes. It has a smart pressure sensor that glows green when you're using the perfect pressure, red for too hard and white for too soft. But the real showstopper is the IO-Sense smart charger. This magnetic charger not only powers up the brush in 3 hours but also gives you live coaching while you brush. Using AI and 3D teeth tracking, it shows you exactly which of the 16 zones in your mouth you're brushing and which ones you've missed, guiding you to get 100% coverage every single time. All that data syncs to an app that tracks your habits and gives you personalized feedback. But the real showstopper is the IO-Sense smart charger. This magnetic charger not only powers up the brush in 3 hours but also gives you live coaching while you brush. Using AI and 3D teeth tracking, it shows you exactly which of the 16 zones in your mouth you're brushing and which ones you've missed, guiding you to get 100% coverage every single time. All that data syncs to an app that tracks your habits and gives you personalized feedback. The first time you use it, you realize just how many spots you've been missing your entire life. Section 8. Gadget number 3. The modern smartphone, iPhone 16 Pro Max. Our number 3 gadget is the one you probably have in your pocket right now. But its power is so immense that we often take for granted how futuristic it is. The problem it solved was the clutter of technology. It wasn't that long ago that you needed a separate camera, a GPS unit, an MP3 player, a phone, and a computer to do what this single device now does. Life was a mess of carrying a bag full of single-purpose gadgets. The modern flagship smartphone, like the latest iPhone Pro Max, is the ultimate all-in-one device, the central hub of our digital lives. Just stop and think about what this polished slab of glass and titanium actually is. It's a professional-grade camera that shoots cinema-quality 4K video and photos with a level of detail that photographers a decade ago could only dream of. It's a supercomputer with a processor that rivals desktop machines, allowing you to edit high-res video or play intense games without a hiccup. It's a GPS, a wallet, a music player, and a portable movie theater with a stunning display. What makes the modern iPhone feel like it's from 2050 isn't just one feature, it's how seamlessly everything works together. The hardware and software are in perfect harmony. It talks effortlessly to your watch, your headphones, your laptop, and your home. Its battery lasts all day, even when you push it. More than the specs, it has completely rewired society. It's how we work, how we play, how we navigate the world, and how we capture our memories. We might get jaded by the small year-to-year updates, but if you step back and look at the sheer density of technology packed into this thing, it is undeniably one of the most futuristic gadgets ever made. It's not just a tool, it's an extension of ourselves. Section 9. Gadget number 2. MacBook with M-series chip. Nearing the top at number 2 is a device that completely redefined what we thought a laptop could be. For decades, the laptop world was stuck in a frustrating loop. You could have power, but it meant your laptop was hot heavy, the fans were always screaming, and you were constantly hunting for a power outlet. Or you could have a light machine with good battery life, but it was so underpowered you couldn't do any serious creative work on it. You just couldn't have it all. And then, Apple introduced its own M-series chip and changed the entire game. The MacBook Pro with an M-series chip is a massive leap forward. By designing its own chip, Apple achieved a ridiculous combination of performance and power efficiency. These laptops are absolute monsters for creative work. You can edit multiple streams of 4K or even 8K video, compile code or render 3D scenes, and the machine doesn't even break a sweat. And the craziest part, it does all of this while staying cool and almost completely silent. But the truly 2050 feature is the battery life. You can unplug the machine and keep doing that heavy, demanding work for hours. The battery is so good that it completely changes how and where you can work. You are no longer chained to a desk. You can be on a film set, in a coffee shop, or on a long flight, doing professional-grade work without even thinking about a power outlet. This isn't just an improvement. It's a total reimagining of what a laptop is. It's a device with zero compromises, delivering insane performance and unbelievable endurance in a sleek package. It's a tool that unshackles creativity from the desk, a promise of the future, delivered today. Section 10. Gadget number 1. Roborock S8 Pro Ultra. And here it is. The number 1 gadget that feels most like living in 2050. This is the one I believe will be a standard piece of equipment in every home within 5 years. The problem it solves is the most relentless, thankless chore known to humankind, keeping the floors clean. It's a never-ending cycle of sweeping, vacuuming, and mopping. It eats up hours of our time every single week. And the second you're done, the dog sheds, the kid spills something, and the cycle starts all over again. For years, robot vacuums promised to save us, but they were mostly clumsy, dumb, and needed you to rescue them all the time. They were a cool gimmick, but they weren't a real solution. The Roborock S8 Pro Ultra is not a gimmick. It is the arrival of true hands-off home automation. This thing is so much more than a robot vacuum. It's a fully autonomous floor cleaning system. The company's tagline is "Forget about cleaning, really," and it comes shockingly close to delivering on that promise. The robot itself is a tech powerhouse. It uses advanced lidar to map your home with insane accuracy, navigating around furniture perfectly. It has a dual brush system for deep cleaning and a sonic mopping system that actually scrubs your floors. And crucially, the mop automatically lifts up when it detects carpet, so it can vacuum and mop your entire home in one go. But the real magic isn't the robot, it's the dock. The all-in-one RockDock Ultra is itself sufficient command center. After cleaning, the robot returns to the dock, which then automatically empties the dustbin, washes the dirty mop pad, refills the robot's water tank, and then dries the mop with warm air to prevent mildew. It is self-emptying, self-washing, self-refilling, and self-drying. Your only job is to occasionally change the water and the dust bag in the dock. I've had mine running for months, and it just works day in and day out, keeping the floors spotless, with almost no human help. Watching this little machine diligently clean your home and then meticulously clean itself is like watching the future unfold in your living room. It's the closest thing we have to a sci-fi cleaning robot, and it gives you back the one resource you can never make more of: time. That is why the Roborock S8 Pro Ultra is the #1 gadget that makes you feel like you're living in 2050. Conclusion: so there you have it. 10 pieces of tech that are genuine glimpses into a smarter and more enjoyable future. From water that flavors itself to a robot that cleans your house for you. These are the gadgets that have truly changed my daily life. Now I want to hear from you. Which gadget on this list was your favorite? Or is there a futuristic device you use every day that you think should have made the cut? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.